Kia ora and hello, it is Rossi Rambuku again here, the Immigration Consultant for Visa Advisors Limited. The Immigration Minister has made an announcement today that we should surely celebrate, as it will see up to 165,000 migrants being eligible for a resident visa in New Zealand. In his announcement, the Minister announced a one-off 2021 resident visa. This resident visa has been announced in recognition of the great contribution of migrants in New Zealand during COVID-19 and all the uncertainty faced with closed borders and necessary changes to the immigration settings. This means that many visa holders in New Zealand can now live and work permanently. It will be available to those who have already submitted residence applications under the skilled migrant category or the residence from work category, applicants who have also submitted the expression of interest under the SMC, and many other work visa holders who may not have been eligible for the current skilled residence pathway. This resident visa will be open for applications in two phases, the first one beginning on the 1st of December 2021. Immigration New Zealand is committed to keeping the application and the fee process as simple as possible, and that the processing will be prioritized within the next 12 months. How can you be eligible for this new resident visa? To begin with, you must have been in New Zealand on 29 September 2021. You must hold an eligible work visa or have applied for an eligible work visa that will be approved later. In addition to those requirements, there are another 3 requirements, but you only need to meet one of these 3 requirements, and they are that you must have lived in New Zealand for at least 3 years, that you earn at or above the median wage rate of $27, you work in a role on the scarce list. If you meet the criteria for eligibility but are in Australia and unable to return to New Zealand by 29 September 2021, you may be considered eligible. There is a list of eligible visas that you should have held on 29 September 2021, and they are the post-study work visa, the talent accredited employer work visa, the essential skills work visa or the religious work visa, the talent arts, sports and culture work visa, the long-term skill shortage list work visa, the silver fern practical experience work visa, the trafficking victim work visa, the migrant exploitation protection work visa, the skilled migrant category job search work visa, the victims of family violence work visa, the South Island contribution work visa, any work visa granted under the Section 61, provided that you held an eligible work visa 6 months prior to your Section 61 being granted, and some holders of the critical purpose visitor visa. The holders of the critical purpose visa must either be critical health workers for a longer term role or other critical workers for a longer term role. Some holders of other work visas and other critical purpose visas who are in New Zealand may also be eligible. Or if you are arriving into New Zealand between 30th September 2021 and 31st July 2022 on a long-term critical purpose visa, you may also be eligible. Partners and dependent children are eligible to be included in your residence application. Unfortunately, for short-term visas such as a visitor visa, a student visa, a working holiday visa, and seasonal workers like those under the recognized seasonal employment or those who enter on a short-term critical worker visa, you would not be eligible. All applicants must meet the health and character requirements for this resident visa. Overseas police certificates may not be required unless specifically requested for. Limited medical certificates and chest x-ray may be required for some applicants. Immigration New Zealand may also request further information as part of their application process. If you do not meet the criteria for this resident visa, you will still need to look at other residence pathways or temporary visa options that you may be eligible for. Two groups of holders of critical purpose visas who may be eligible are those who are already in New Zealand or those that will arrive before 31st July 2022. You will be eligible if you're a critical health worker for a long-term role, or you're an other critical worker for a long-term role as well. If you are in a short-term or seasonal role on a critical purpose visa, including fishing crew, agriculture and horticulture, mobile plant operators, and shearers, you will not be eligible. Let us look at the three criteria. Remember that you only need to meet one of these three criteria. And the first one is if you have lived in New Zealand for at least 3 years. To be eligible under this criteria, you should have arrived into New Zealand on or before 29 September 2018, and you have spent a minimum of 821 days in New Zealand between 29 September 2018 and 29 September 2021. The time in New Zealand doesn't have to be consecutive, and there is also no minimum amount in a calendar year. The second criteria is if you are earning at or above the median wage rate of $27, and you must be earning this median wage rate on 29 September 2021. The third criteria is applicants working in a job that is on the scarce list. To be eligible for this criteria, you should be working in that job on the scarce list on 29 September 2021. The scarce list consists of the long-term skill shortage list, jobs requiring occupational registrations in the health and education sector, personal carer and other critical health workers, and specified primary sector jobs. Let us now look at the application process. The resident visa will be open in two phases, the first one beginning on 1st December 2021. From 1st December 2021, you can apply if you have already applied for residence under the skilled migrant category or the residence from work category on 29th September 2021, or you have submitted an expression of interest under the skilled migrant category and have included your children aged 70 years or older in that expression of interest. That expression of interest should have been submitted by 29 September 2021. The second phase, which opens up on 1st March 2022, are for all other eligible applicants, including those who have submitted an expression of interest under the skilled migrant category. All applications must be made by 31st July 2022 and can be made online. More information about the application process and the fees will be available from the end of October, and all migrants who will be eligible to apply on 1st December 2021 will receive an email from Immigration New Zealand by end of October with more information. It is expected that majority of the applications will be processed within 12 months. With most being processed faster than that. Thank you for listening to my video. We at Visa Advisors are passionate about helping you achieve your New Zealand immigration dream. If you have any questions about anything that I have discussed, please get in touch with us and utilize our 15-minute free consultation. You can also contact us through our YouTube channel or any of our social media pages. Thank you.